Hello, this is Nevis. I'm going to show my students how to use the MLOL, which is the library online for our region here in Italy, the Mooc region. So let's have a look at how we can begin this very interesting project with the fourth year students at the Linguistico High School. So the first thing we need to do is go to the MLOL website, and the link is provided here for my students. They also have access to it, but this is the most important part: to go to the website, log in using your credentials. Your credentials are your codice fiscale and the password that you created at the start. So once you've logged in, remember that one of the most important things to do before you actually go ahead and do everything in the MLOL website, you need to make sure that you have understood the classroom assignment. And these are the links that are added into your assignment. You see you have the link to the MLOL website, the link to the list of resources that I've already prepared for you, your research document that you must be writing everything in. You'll see that there are already instructions inside how to carry out your research. Then there's the Google Slides, which you need to make a copy of and share with your team. So only the team leader will make a copy of this, whereas every student will have their own Google Doc with their name on it. So you will just need to make sure that you share one main one, and the rest of you can then make copies if you like, or keep your own notes and then be able to use them in your meetings, team meetings. SlidesCarnival is the link to go in and get some interesting themes that you can upload into your Google Slides. And this is a video on how to import the theme from the SlidesCarnival, and you'll also find these slides in there. Moving on, once you've opened up the website, logged in, and you click on my link, it will open up to the English newspapers list that I've prepared for you. You'll find that there are 20, actually at the moment I think there are 21, there are 20 newspapers and magazines in English that I've already collected for you that will be enough to carry out your initial research. So this just gives you a little bit of the detail of that particular list. Go through the whole list, so begin at number 1 and go right down to the end and have a look at them. You can add them to your own list if you like. You can create your own list. All you need to do is when you add to a list, it will actually ask you to create a new list, and that's how you create it, and then you can share the list. Save the list to your favorites or create your own list. Remember to add the links to your research paper. So anything that you will be using for this research, you must copy the link that you'll find in the browser and add that to your research paper. And don't worry, at the beginning your research paper will probably have lots of information in there before you actually get down to creating the topic of your talk. So remember, in this particular assignment, you will need to actually read and study the newspapers to find the article that will fit your topic. You must take your time to actually read and discuss with your team members. That's really important. You can begin very simply by just choosing any of the newspapers on my list. Click on the green button that says Sfoglia, and that will take you to something called the press reader. This is the press reader, and you can actually even click under here and choose another newspaper. Remember though, some of these will be in Italian, and we're actually looking for English newspapers or English articles. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. You can click on one article and you can read and explore. For example, in this case, we chose The Guardian. And you can navigate down the bottom or just use your mouse to navigate through the pages, and you can use your left and right mouse buttons to zoom in and zoom out of the article to see if there's anything you want. Once you're in this press reader, just say, for example, this is where you actually want to go and save this particular article. So remember, always go to the browser and collect the link. Then you can actually use these three buttons up here to open up a menu. And this is the menu that opens up. And you can view the pages differently. You can leave a comment, but only if you have actually created a press reader account. You can also bookmark it, again, only if you've created an account. You can listen to it. A speech bot actually read it out to you if you like. You don't need to log in for that. You need to log in if you are going to share it anywhere, but you can copy it and you can print it without actually logging in. And you can also translate it. I haven't used this, so I'm not going to suggest you do it because we're doing this in English anyway. Once I've chosen print, for example, now I haven't actually printed this, but this is what you would do if you want to print it and save the article and then use it with your group to be able to read it, summarize it, and be able to retell it in a classroom situation. Always select Save as PDF, then you can choose your layout, etc., more settings, whatever. That's what it looks like, and then just save it, and it will save it as a PDF. And then you can upload it to your drive. Or you can choose this selection where you can actually either select the whole topic and copy it over onto your notes, or you can just select quotes, which is what I have suggested to you during the class, is look for quotes that may be important or relevant to your topic or the article, and be able to set those aside and then add them in with the links of where they came from. That's really important. And let's have a look now at using something called the advanced search. The advanced search is always at the top right hand side where there's a sign in button. As you can see, I haven't created an account in the press reader. I don't need it in this case. I click in this search bar and this will open up, and then I click on the advanced search bar and I will get this menu. Once I'm in this menu, all I need to do is write down the words, the keywords that I'm looking for articles on. I always need to choose the language, and in this case I've chosen English. When I click on languages, it will open up this other window and will ask me to tick off the languages that I want to find, and I'm only looking for English, so I will choose English. Now the interface menu is Italian, so you can't get lost. So don't want to hear any excuses. Once you've chosen that, they're really the only two things you need to do. Now in this section, in this particular search we were doing today with one of the groups in the fourth year, we discovered that art and graffiti doesn't show up anything, but writing it graffiti art actually does. So play around with your keywords. Sometimes they may come up empty, and it's just a matter of restructuring the keywords. Once we were able to put in graffiti art, we came up with a total of 38,760 that we were able to hone in on, but in total there were 57,583 articles that included either both words or only one of the words, whereas 38,760 contained both words in the article. So then you just I'm not saying that you need to read 38,000 articles, but just swim along until you see a heading that may attract you, and then click on it and take it from there. Let's have a look at what it may look like. So we clicked on this one today and we went to read it, and we decided, or that group decided, that this was interesting for them. So this is one of the articles they've chosen to now delve into further, and they're going to use these three dots up here to be able to maybe take sections of it or discuss it, in other words. So let's go and have a look at some of the things that we need to remember in this assignment. So you want to copy the link of the browser in your research notes at all times. That way, that if you need to go back to that article, you'll be able to find it fairly quickly. Make a cutting using the navigation menu, and that means either taking a selection for a quote to be used in your presentation, or making a PDF or printing sections of it. Or you can actually even take a screenshot. It depends on what you're aiming to do with it. And remember that while we are doing this as a school project, we are still conscious of the copyright laws in relation to copying and pasting. So always make sure that you do remember to quote all your references. Print a PDF file and add it to a folder in Drive. Remember to share your folder with your team. Start creating a discussion with your group. Add notes and ideas in your paper, which is the Google Doc that has been created in the classroom. Then once you've done a lot of the research, and that's going to take most of your time because that's where your talk is going to be based on, you want to make sure you're then ready to create your slide presentation. Now I've added the SlidesCarnival link because I think you can go in and find some exciting themes to upload to Google Slides, and I've added a little video to show you how to do that. It's very simple. When you have done that and you've finished your presentation, you should submit your research paper and Google Slide presentation in the classroom assignment within the due date. Do not go over the due date for obvious reasons. And then you are ready to present live online. So once you have submitted your paper, it will be recorded and then it will be given back to you in order for you to use in your online live presentation. So that's really it. That covers about everything that you need to do your research using the library online, MLOL, for our region in Le Marche in Italy. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to your presentations. See you soon.